going on, guys? It's your boy Mazdaspeed coming at y'all with a new video. Today we're going to be installing a Koyo radiator on the Mazdaspeed 6. Koyo came out with this about a year or so ago, so it hasn't been out too long. So what we want to check out is the fitment, see if it's actually an improvement over stock. I was always curious about it. I used to have a Koyo back when in my Nissan 240 days, and it was great. So Koyo makes great products, and I'm sure this will be no less. So we're gonna install it, see how it goes. I also gotta put in a new core support because mine is cracked. So I have a replacement in there too. So do that all, and let's see how everything goes. Okay, so for starters, me taking off the bumper on my car would be different from anybody taking the bumper off of their speed. So because I have these little quick latches, which actually I'm getting rid of soon, so I got a new bumper. But yeah, and I don't have the bottom, the diffuser, the stock diffuser, which connects to the front fender, what they call those, the fender liners. So I don't have all of that connecting, so I could just pop my bumper off. So for most people, taking your bumper off to do this is a little more intricate because you're gonna have to, unbolt the clips from the side of the bumper and pop them out. You'll have to unbolt all of the bolts on the diffuser, the nuts, and then take them out, and then for all of that to come out. So, add yourself like an extra 15 minutes or so to do that. But yeah. Okay, yeah, so take off this one here. Another bolt there. You see how easily mine come off? Okay, so being that I got this license plate relocation, gotta take this off. Yeah, got the license plate relocation, so we gotta take it off here. There we go. Now we should be ready for everything to pull off. Like so. Just like that. Now everything is in your face here. You can see what you need to do. What the hell is this? So yeah. We ready to go. That's the intercooler setup there. This crash bar has to come off. This is only about 4 bolts holding it on to the frame. Once you take that off, you're gonna have to take off the intercooler. Intercooler comes off, and then we get the radiator core support off. Might have to take off the headlights. So yeah, man, we're gonna go. We're gonna go to get to the core support bar or the reinforcement bar. I think it might be time to change my clamps. My intercooler pipe in here is a little rough, so I'm gonna have to come back in here and do that. If I would have known it was looking like this, I would have addressed it a long time ago. But unfortunately, I don't have the clamps, so I have to order some. But we'll take care of that. But top intercooler piping is out. Now we can get to the bolts at the bottom here. So these are actually 12mm bolts holding this onto the frame. Let's see if my trusty little mini ratchet can get it off. Oh, it does. Good luck. Thought I had to bust out the impact, but I don't even think I got a 12 socket for the impact. But okay, let's go to the other side here, and hopefully we can continue with the progress. I believe there's one more at the bottom here. So it's about altogether, I think, 6 bolts that holds this on. I could be mistaken, but there's a bolt that's connecting to the headlights. That's gonna have to come off. Let's see. So here goes the reinforcement bar here. Let's just put that to the side. Loosen up the intercooler pipe in here. All right, well. Wow, okay. I think I should have bought a AC condenser too. Looks like I needed one. Well, that's gonna be for another time. But it would have been nice since everything is out right now, right? So, as you can see, my core support, it's a big crack right here, as you can look at it and see. Big crack there. The bottom of it is cracked right here. So yeah, it was a little rough. So we got the new one already. Well, the used one I got. So we can put that on. So we can leave this to the side here. So yeah, it's a little rough, man. But like I said, it looks like my AC condenser is in bad shape itself. So we're gonna have to address that. Should have did that. I didn't even think about it, but I should have did that. Things is kind of rusty, man. It's only being held on by 2 things here. All right, so let's separate the radiator from the fans. So it's just 2mm bolts here that connect the radiator to the fans, and then it pops out. Okay. There's the lower hose right there, and then came off at the bottom. Here goes the radiator. So my radiator is not too bad, so it's definitely reusable. So I'll hold on to it just in case, you never know. So let's do a little comparison with the Koyo, shall we? And as you can look at the fins there, you can see this is the stock one. Look how thin that is as opposed to the Koyo. So you're looking at almost an inch and a half thicker. See, look at that right there. So yeah, you're definitely getting an upgraded and a bigger radiator, that's for sure. So let's get with the installation. And it's all aluminum, so no plastic stuff to break or pop up on you. We're gonna get a little ricey. Put some silicone hoses on them. This is some joints I had laying around from eBay. So they fit, you know, I put one on already. And then, you know, you put the clamps on. You know, the lower hose is one long piece that basically comes from here to this one, and then it goes into the radiator. And then this one just comes straight from here. So yeah, it's pretty simple. You know, it can't hurt. You know, I'll save my rubber ones just in case. Hoses are on. I had to use the worm clamps they provide because the stock clamps, the stock press clamps wasn't really working too great. So I used the worm clamp and they should hold up. But yeah, so that's how it goes. That goes back to the radiator. We're gonna do this one now on the top. And then we have a little silicone hose action, man. The lower radiator hose is connected. So, you know, we can definitely now make some moves into getting everything buttoned up. Alright guys, so the condenser's buttoned back up. You can see my condenser's all messed up looking, man. But it's in there, it's tight. You want the cooler piping right here. Something I have to give here. But this yeah, it's working. I'm trying to get this in here right here. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I skipped a few steps. I was having a rough time lining up this AC condenser, man. So I don't know if it's because it's kind of messed up or what, but it's rough. Okay, so this is on. How we looking here? We're looking okay. Yeah, we're looking okay. It's fitting. It's a little, I'll say a little tight, but we're in there for the most part. Let's take a look, see here how it's looking in the back. That's how I was looking down there. So you can see if you had like a bigger intake manifold, this is a no-go. So this is only for stock intake manifold setup, man. So you're looking at it right there. That's just a test fitting. There goes the silicone hose right there. Sorry I couldn't get a picture of it all buttoned up, but it works, it's on there. Yeah, so let's continue. All right, so intercooler's back on. This is taking a little bit longer than I thought because, you know, not because of the radiator, but this, I think the AC condenser being that was banging messed up, it was kind of out of whack, so I had to adjust that. Intercooler is all right. We're gonna have to see when the bump and everything goes on. But yeah, right now I just gotta look for all the bolts, little small 10mm bolts. Make sure we, you know, wrap that up. But for the most part, everything seems to be going okay. Intercooler's on, everything is fitting like normal. You know, there goes the shroud. I just gotta tighten everything down. All right, guys. So yeah, my phone I ran out of battery while recording, but this is the finished product. You know, everything's in. Everything fit up snug and nice. Trying to see if I can get some in there. After everything's fitting up, no issues. Put it up with some coolant with my Peak original Asian vehicle equivalent. So yeah, it actually looks like the OEM Mazda stuff, just for you guys that want to know. But yeah, so fitment is spot on, no issues. You know, the hoses is working. Now we're gonna see how long they last, but it should be okay. But definitely a good job, man. It's definitely a good product. I'm gonna do some tests to see how the coolant, performs, or the temperature performs rather, and see if it's a slight difference, big difference. I do expect some improvement, definitely. Like I said, it's a larger radiator, so better heat exchanging, so can't really go wrong with it. Like I said, if you have the JMF, I don't think this is going to work because the JMF sticks out a little further, so it might not work. It might be a little tight for you. The ST manifold maybe, because it's more of a stockish diameter, so I don't know exactly how far the ST manifold might come out. So if you want to do the measurements between the ST and the stock manifold, feel free. So I don't know about the cork sport or the CPE either, so if those are the same dimensions as the JMF, might be a no. So you're gonna have to do some measurements and check that out before you do this, if you want to do it. But yes, it's definitely a good product thus far. Drove it around a little bit just to make sure everything is okay, coolant's in check, car's staying all right. So yeah, that's how they're sitting there, nice and shiny there. Gotta find those pieces and put them back. So yeah, so guys, thanks for checking out the video. And if it helped you out, if you're going to consider getting one, I'll say do it, man. If you don't have any problem with your stock system, then don't do it. But if you want something a little different, we're going to see how the improvements go. So if you see some improvement, then definitely I'll recommend it to people. But anyway, thanks for checking out the channel, man, and stay tuned. Later.